surface. So it's just a form of object or outline of an object. So that is geometric shape. What do I mean by this? Look at this shape, for example. You know we have objects around us that are like this. So all these objects in this form are geometry in nature. So we call them geometric shapes. So for example, the name to this one is a triangle. So, but don't let us start by mentioning names. Let's classify shapes. Classification of shape, or we say classes of shape. Shapes are divided into two. Listen to me. I'll send the notes to you, but I want to explain this. Shapes are divided into two. We have the flat shape or plane shape, or you call it 2D shape. You may even call it two-dimensional shape. So look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. The same thing. Flat shape, plane shape, 2D shape, two-dimensional shape. We also have, I'll explain this. We have another, the second one is solid shape. You can call it 3D shape, or you call it three-dimensional shape. So these are the two classes of shape we have. What do you mean by flat shape or plane shape? Flat shape is the shape that has two dimensions. The two dimensions are the length and the breadth. So this is L and this is B. So any shape that has two dimensions, the length and the breadth, you call it flat shape. I'll give you examples of this later. What of solid shape? Solid shape has three dimensions. The first dimension is the length. The second dimension is the breadth. The breadth is also called width. While the third dimension is the height, or we call it thickness. I need those shapes. Thickness. So the three dimensions are the length, the breadth, and the height. So the first one, which is the flat shape. Let's take some examples of flat shapes. Examples of flat shape. Why do you call them flat shapes? I've told you that it has length and breadth. Look at this paper, for example. You see that it is flat. So you can't tell me this is a solid shape. This is a flat shape because number one, it is flat. Number two, it has two dimensions. This is the longest one, which is the length, and the second one, which is the breadth. The length is longer than the breadth. Likewise, this side, the length, the breadth. So that is why we call this a 2D shape or plane shape. Why solid shape? For example, look at this shape. You will see that this shape is not the same thing as this. This is flat. Why this is solid? Something you can hold on to. Look at it, and it is what? It is solid shape, but we call it 3D shape, three-dimensional shape. It has three dimensions. So I will explain this later when we get to their properties. Now let's take flat shapes. Examples. We can talk about triangle. We talk about square, parallelogram, trapezium, rhombus, kite, semicircle. All these are 2D shapes. We also have polygons. Now let's start taking this one after the other. The triangle. I believe we all know what a triangle is. I will draw the shapes, so I will draw the shapes, then later I will take the properties of this shape. This is a triangle. We have different types of triangle. We'll talk about that later. Square. This is a square. Parallelogram. This is a parallelogram. Trapezium. This is a trapezium. I believe you've all seen this type of shape before. Rhombus. This is rhombus is like square, but it is what? It is slant. We have kite too. This is a kite. A kite, you see this side and this side will be the same thing. This side and this side will be the same thing. So this is a kite for you. We also have circle. We have semicircle. Semicircle is half of a circle. And polygons. This polygon, let me explain it. The polygon starts from 3 sides. Any shape that has 3 sides is called a polygon. Starting from triangle that has 3 sides is a polygon. And quadrilateral, all these are quadrilateral. They have 4 sides. They have 4 what? 4 sides. So because they have 4 sides, they are polygon. Those shapes that have 5 sides are called pentagon. They have 5 sides. We have hexagon, 6 sides. We have heptagon, 7 sides. We have octagon, 8 sides. We have nonagon or enneagon. You can call it enneagon or decagon. Nonagon, sorry. So we have decagon. I will not be able to write all the polygons because they are much. We have endecagon, 11. We have dodecagon. We have tridecagon. We have tetradecagon. We have pentadecagon. We have hexadecagon. So 20. We have icosagon. So that's on polygon. All these shapes, they are called 2D shapes or 2-dimensional shapes. Is it clear? So I want you to understand the 2 types of shapes that we have. The first one I mentioned is the flat shape. All these I listed, they are what? They are 2D shapes. They are flat shapes. Now let me list the solid shapes for us now. I told you solid shapes have 3 dimensions: the length, the breadth, and the height. For example, this is a solid shape. This is what I mean by the length. This is the length. From here to here is the length, is the longest part, followed by the breadth. Look at it. And we have, and this is not the breadth, this is the height. The height, how thick is this shape? You see that it's thick. So from here to here is the thickness, or you call it height. From here to here is the length. So, and from here to here is the breadth. So we have length, height, and the breadth. It has 3 dimensions. That's why we call them 3D shapes or solid shape. Now let's take some examples. Examples of 3D shapes. I have the cube. Okay, maybe I should list them first. The cube, the cuboid, the cylinder, the cone, prism, pyramid, sphere, hemisphere. All these are 3D shapes. All these are what? 3D shapes. So I believe you all know what cube is. This is a cube. If you don't know, this is a cube, like a cube of sugar. This is a cube. This is a cuboid. You know carton. Most cartons are like this, and some are like the cube. So these are 3D shapes. We also have cylinder. This is cylinder. This is cylinder. Cylinder, can you see that? And we have the cone. Look at the cone. Your ice cream cone. That is cone. Your further too is conical. Is it clear? So we have the prism. This is triangular prism. Prism. Look at it very well. Can you see it? Prism. We also have pyramid. You look at the difference between prism and pyramid. So that they are polyhedron, but they are polyhedron. What do I mean by polyhedron? Shapes that have plenty faces. If you look at this one, it has like 5 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you look at this one too, it's like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are pentahedron like that. But I'll explain that later when we get there. These are they are what? They are solid shapes. Pyramid, prism. There are a lot of prisms. It's not only this. This is not the only prism we have. We have a lot of them. And this is not only pyramid we have. We have a lot of them. So I'll tell you how to know them later. Now, we also have sphere. Sphere. Look at this. Can you see? This is a sphere. It's not a circle. It's different from a circle. Can you see the difference between circle and a sphere? Why this hemisphere is half of this shape? If you divide this shape into 2, that part you have is called the hemisphere. It's called the what? Hemisphere. So I know you all know this now. The 2D shapes and the 3D shapes. Is it clear? So let's continue. Let's go to the properties of all these shapes. The properties of all these shapes. Properties. We'll take the 2D shape first, which is the flat shape. So if I may say 2D shape, I may say plane shape, I may also say flat shape. It's still the same thing. So 2D shapes. The first one we are taking is the square. This is a square, for example. I don't want it to be like a rectangle. It's a square. Don't mind my sketching. Can you see this? So we want to talk about this shape. This shape has 4 sides. It has 4 sides. It has 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. What else can you see? All the angles. This is what I mean by angle. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Angles are what? They are right angles. All its 4 angles are right angle. I will not be writing this again because I have the notes. I'll send it to you. Just listen. All the right angles, all the angles are what? Right angles, and they are what? They are 90 degrees. The third one, it has 4 lines of symmetry. What do you mean by line of symmetry? Line of symmetry is a line that divides a shape into two equal parts. A shape into two equal parts. For example, we can draw a line of symmetry like this, that's one. We can also cut this shape like this, that's two. We can break this, like we can break it through the angles like this. This is a diagonal, it's also a line. We can draw a diagonal like that, but this, if it is broken lines like this line of symmetry. We also have another one, line of symmetry. So we have 4 lines of symmetry. 4 lines of symmetry. Is it clear? So that is that about square. Let's go to the second shape. A rectangle. Rectangle, I'll just draw it and I'll explain. I may not write the note. Rectangle has how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4 sides. That's number 1. Opposite sides are equal. Unlike this one, all the sides are equal. If this place is 4, this place will be 4, this place will be 4, this place will be 4. But this line from the length here and the length here, they are equal. If this place is 8, this place will be 8 because they are opposites. And they said opposite sides are equal. And this one too, if this place is 4, this place will be 4. That means they are opposites. Opposite sides are equal. Don't forget the property. The next one is all its angles are right angle, like this one. This is an angle, an angle, an angle, an angle. 4 angles. So all these 4 angles are what? They are equal. If this place is 90 degrees, this place will be 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. And sum of angles in a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degrees. So if I add all these 90 together, I will get my 360. Now it has two lines of symmetry. What's line of symmetry? I've explained that. The line that break this shape into 2 equal parts. 1, 2. So it has 2. We cannot draw this. It will not be equal. So this is not part of it. So this one has 4. This one has 2 lines of symmetry. Now let's go to another shape. The shape we are going to is the third one, which is a triangle. Triangle. I'll talk more on this. Triangle. This is a triangle. A triangle has 3 sides and 3 angles. Anytime you want to describe a triangle, you describe a triangle with sides and angle. And other shapes too, but triangle too, you can describe triangle with sides and angle. So it has 3 sides and also 3 angles. Now let's take the sum of angles in this triangle is 180 degrees. What do I mean? This is an angle, an angle, an angle. This A, this B, this C. Whenever I add A plus B plus C together, I must get 180 degrees. Do you understand? It means when you are giving 40 here, 50 here, they ask you to look for this place. 40 here plus 50 here. They ask you to look for this place. You have to do what? Add these 2 together. That's 90. Then take it away from 180. How do you get this? Collect like times. C is equal to 180 minus 90. Then C is equal to 90. For example, it's just an example. Do you understand? It means sum of angles in this triangle is 180 degrees. Now, let's take some types of triangle that we have. Types. According to the side of triangle, we have 3 classes of triangle. We have 3. Triangle is classified into 3. According to the what? According to the sides that we have. The first one I'll mention is equilateral. Equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle is a triangle that has all its sides equal. I believe you must have seen this type of triangle before, where you have the same length from here to here. You use your ruler from here to here will be the same thing, from here to here will be the same thing. So when you have 4 here, this place will be 4, this place will be 4. That means all the what? The lines are equal, and the angles too. Now I told you describe the triangle with the lines and angles. Angles in the triangle too, each of them will be equal. If 60 is here, 60 will be here, 60 will be here. When you add everything together, you later get your 180 degrees, which is the sum of angles in a triangle. The first triangle I mentioned is what? Equilateral triangle. While the second one is isosceles triangle. What do I call it? Isosceles triangle, based on the lines and angles. Based on the lines and angle, this is an isosceles triangle. It's another type of triangle. Two of the lines are equal. It means if this place is 4, this place will be 4, but this place will not be 4. This will be different. That's number one. Angles. Two of the base angles are what? What is by base? Look at it. This is the base of the triangle. So two of these angles, of these 3 angles, are what? They are equal. If this place is 30, this place too will be 30, but this place will not be 30. This place will be 50. Or let me say this place is, because it must be equal to 180. So when this place is, I have 120 here for the example. So when I add all my angles together, I'm going to get 180. That's the second type of triangle. That is scaling. Scaling triangle. Scaling triangle, you see it in this form. It will not be equal. All the sides are not equal. If this place is 4, this place will be 6 centimeters, and this place will be 7 centimeters, for example. So all the sides are not equal. Likewise, the angles are not equal too. The angles inside, this place may be 70, this place may be 60, and this place may be 50. So you see that all the angles and the sides are not equal. That is scaling triangle. The next one is right angle triangle, or I said 3. Okay, this one is according to, the next one is according to the interior angles of the triangle. They base this triangle, they classify it according to the lines or sides. That's where we have equilateral, isosceles, and scaling. But when it comes to the what, the angles inside, when we want to base types of triangle on the angles inside the shape, we are going to classify it into 3 types. And the first one is the acute angle. Acute angled triangle. The other one by acute angle. Before now, we have done acute angle. That acute angle is an angle that is less than 90 degrees. Is it clear? 40, 50, 60, 70, all these degrees are what? They are less than 90 degrees. So for example, if we have acute angle triangle, for example, let's take this for example. You will see that this side is acute. What do you mean by acute? Acute means sharp. You see that this place is sharp, and even if you look at this, you see that this is 90 degrees and this is less than. So when the line is drawn, or when the triangle is drawn, it's less than 90 degrees. That's why it is called acute what? Acute triangle. And we also have the acute triangle can be equilateral as well. It can be isosceles. It can also be scaling. So when I draw equilateral for you, it's also acute triangle. If I draw scaling for you, it's also acute triangle. If I draw isosceles for you, it is acute triangle. Why? Because all the angles that we get inside. Look at this. If I say this is isosceles, and I say this one is 40, this place is 40. So this place is 100. You will see that it may be equilateral. Okay, according to what I said it may be equilateral because we have this 40 is not up to 100. One is not up to one. What I want to call it? This 40 is not up to 90, and this second is not up to. But this one is up to 90 because we can see angle that is less than 90. That's how we call this acute angle triangle. So the next one is the obtuse angle triangle. Obtuse angle triangle. Obtuse angle triangle. I'm just giving you this just for you to know that anywhere you see acute angle triangle is also type of triangle. Apart from the ones you know before, the equilateral, the scaling, and the isosceles. Obtuse angle triangle is when it has only one obtuse angle. For example, you're having 25 here, you're having 130, and you're also having 25, for example. Anytime you're having one angle that is more than 90, it is what? Obtuse angle. And you know obtuse angle is angle that is more than 90. So this is another example of obtuse angle triangle. The next one is the right angle triangle that we all know. Right angle triangle is when you have this place 90 degrees and this place is the hypotenuse. This is the adjacent and this is the opposite. So this type of angle, this type of triangle is called right angled triangle, and it is the side that is opposite to the longest is called this side. This side that is opposite, this angle that is opposite to the longest is called right angled triangle, and it's equal to 90 degrees. Those are the types of triangle. Then, having mentioned triangles, we'll go straight to the next plane shape, which is quadrilaterals. The quadrilaterals. That is, the first quadrilateral I mentioned is parallelogram. This is a parallelogram. Let's look at this parallelogram together. Let me draw the. Now, what I will tell you about this parallelogram is that number one, it has 4 sides. Isn't it? It has 4 sides. Number 2, opposite sides are equal and they are also parallel. You will see that this opposite side is like a rectangle. They are equal and they are also parallel. Let me parallel. They are parallel. That's why this thing is there. With parallels are lines that can never meet. You see that this one will continue moving and this one will continue to move. They are parallel. Even this one too, like this. Opposite sides are parallel. The next one we can say on this is opposite sides are equal in length. Opposite sides are equal in length. To have said that, even angles, opposite angles are equal in value. This place, if this place is 100, this place too will be 100. If this place is 200, this place will be 200 too. You understand? Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So if you are given any question, they put 100 there, they say you look for this place. Just know that this one is opposite. Then the answer is what? The answer is the same thing as 100. It has no line of symmetry. It has no line of symmetry. Sorry, I didn't mention the lines of symmetry of triangles. I will give you that later in the notes, but it's very explanatory. You can just look at it there. There are some that are 2, there are some that are 1. Like the equilateral, there are 3. The isosceles is just 1. So if you look at it there, I will give it to you. The next one is, but this one has no line of symmetry. You can't break it and have the same sides. Next one is the rhombus. Rhombus. Rhombus is like this. Rhombus is like this. Rhombus is like look at this. It is a parallelogram. Why do I call it a parallelogram? Just like this. That's why we call it a parallelogram. And opposite, it has four sides. All the four sides are equal in length. It's not like this one that has opposite sides that are equal. All this one, if this side is plate 4, this place will be 4. It's like square, for example. So all the sides are equal. And the opposite side too are equal too. Opposite angle, sorry. If this place is 40, the way I explain this one, if this place is 40, this place too will be 40. If this place is 50, this place will be 50. Opposite angles are equal, and it has two lines of symmetry. It has two lines of symmetry. Is it clear? Is it clear? So let's stop here for today, and let me ask question if you have any. Then later we can continue from there. So what I said today is that we have